Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Whims of Fate. And we are picking up right where we left off last time, and today, my friends, is the day that the tribe begins to run! To absolutely run and try to escape the death and doom that is lurking overhead, that is swirling around on all sides, that is stepping out of the shadows full of fangs and claws and very young killer balleриnas who have 25 days left to live, and absolutely no one in our tribe who are strong enough to be able to fight them off. Not even our friendly balleриnas are strong enough to fight them. All our friendly balleриnas can do is act as a temporary block to allow us to escape. And escape Mono, our current leader, the leader of Generation 3. Escape, we have decided to do. So it's with a heavy heart that Mono looks out at the two trees that she hoped to be able to provide a solid basis for our tribe to grow. And she decides that enough is enough. And we need to begin to find a way to run, establishing a constant home, being able to make a single area where we can cultivate years of berry gathering and years of acorn collecting just does not seem to be in the cards. Until we have a hero rise among the tribe to become strong enough to face the killer ballerina, alternative futures need to be chosen. And that's so difficult because I think in the end, Mono, who was caring, restless, and overbearing, really did hope that we would have somewhere for the tribe to be able to grow and prosper. But it is simply too dangerous with the killer ballerina stepping out of the shadows every few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to run. And this is going to be a little interesting because it's not going to be a frantic flight this time, as much as it's going to try to be a bit of a controlled fallback. And I don't know if Mono wants to leave the island just yet, but I do think she at the very least wants to start exploring out both sides. And I definitely think it would serve us very well to clear a clear path to escape. This is the only path on the whole island where we can actually leave. As you guys know by the Whims challenge rules, when we first showed up, we rolled the dice to see which of these two paths we could go down. There's only two portals when you're on a killer ballerina island, and this is the path that was chosen. No one in the tribe has found that area yet, but I think now is the time to start sending expeditions out that way. And so we're going to go ahead and let Mono maybe let out one last call as her way of alerting the entire family to the fact that it is time. They can go ahead and run. So with that in mind, this killer ballerina is about to die. So I think Lynx is going to kind of try his luck by staying somewhat in the area and gathering some food. He's trying to stay close enough that he can go ahead and stand on the trunk. If he gets attacked, it may be the last thing that will ever happen to him, but lore tells of a couple of the medical plants that we can hopefully reach in time to help him recover. Meanwhile, down here with this new killer ballerina, we absolutely need to get away from it. So to lure, we were going to spend time with little Ivy trying to gather all of these wonderful bugs, but I just don't think there's time. However, we'll go ahead and destroy it, and we're going to have to lure. We'll go ahead and let her gather up a little bit of food, because this is going to be a pretty desperate flight once we get moving. And then we're going to have Ducky. Ducky, do you have any genes? He does have a good base. Ducky does have quite a few things he can do, so I don't want to lose him. He is bleeding, so he's going to attract the scent of blood. We'll have him break off right now and go with Ivy. And I think in this time of great challenge, Ducky, should I go ahead and give you... I wonder... Yes, if in this time of great challenge, we're going to go ahead and allow Ducky to actually receive what his Whims of Fate mutations might be. Just so if we have to make some hard decisions here soon, we would be able to decide who we would keep in the tribe and who we might let go of. And if we let go of some of the males, we can still breed with them if we find them wandering around the island. So we would want to make sure that we set their mutations in the first place. So Ducky, what are your mutations going to be? Let me pull up the random generator. It's around here somewhere. And Ducky, no way! All right, you guys, Ducky actually just got his blessing here in this time of challenge from the Nishling's random gods. And his blessing is actually going to be Peacock Tail, which is amazing. But even more amazing than that is Saber Fangs! Ducky, please have saber-fanged babies. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, maybe there is something in him that Mono will like seek out, because that would be amazing. So, ooh, I wonder if I should send him. You know what? I think Ducky is going to fall back to try to protect Mono. Yes, I think that might definitely have to happen now that he's got such great genes. So we're gonna have him fall back to protect Mono. Almond is going to try to stay here as long as she can, with little Haril being sent forward with the others. Lala, the wandering female who's about to die in like 6 days, is still here. There we go. Yeah, Almond is going to just clear this area, keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, the other killer Barina should be dead over here soon. We're going to have Fox sneak forward and try to keep an eye out for it. Is Fox distantly related to Lynx? Are they, let's see, Fox. No, Fox is Tulure's child, as is much of the island. Lynx, you are Lynx the First and Tatani's child. Oh, he's from a very ancient lineage. Lynx, have you been given your blessing? Yes, with black pattern and webbed hind feet. Okay, noted. Meanwhile, Sunny, have you been given your blessing? She has not, but you know what? Let's go ahead and now that she has fought against the killer Barina, and she has done her best to try to defend the tribe, let's let the Nishling gods go ahead, and they are going to gift her with her blessings that she could pass on to her children of stripes, which is really fun, and let me make sure I got this right. Yep. Nimble fingers, which is actually really essential to keep in the tribe. So not exactly what I was looking for, but I will definitely take it. Alright, so now she's not bleeding out anymore. And I do want to have a bit of a fallback so we know where we're going. Alright. So I'm going to have her and Riri just start clearing out some of this area for the tribe. Meanwhile, I do think Moon is going to be quite insistent that she's come this far, and by gosh, she is going to find herself a nice tree and have her boys come over and help her to try to establish some territory around this tree and a good little beach where they can bring her up some delicious worms. Because Moon is definitely a stubborn one. Alright, meanwhile, Mono is still here. She is still hiding in this camouflage. And I don't know if I want her to do any more calling, but I do think I want her to be able to watch over the situation as it unfolds. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, I think the killer Marina just died in front of us. Let's see how much food that is. Yeah, that's a good chunk of food. I think that's the dead killer Barina. Oh, and Lynx, the healing fruit has regrown. So Lynx could actually come over. We'll switch places with Fox. Fox will come on down. Lynx will jump over here. Fox will jump up here to keep an eye on things. And Lynx can wiggle down here so that he can have the healing fruit. Meanwhile, let's have Sunny clear away a bunch of the grass here, along with Riri, so that we can start making little patches. The more we can move around, the more, maybe, hopefully, irrelevant it will become when we have so many killer Barina around us. Alright, let's have Tulure drag Ivy. Is Ivy his daughter? Yes. Drag his daughter Ivy deeper into the forest to try to lead her away from danger. There we go. And gather up what little bundles we can. Meanwhile, with the killer Barina apparently moving off for a moment, I think Mono is going to be quite eager. Oh. There's another one. This tree isn't going to work! Alright, I definitely think that's going to make Moon extremely agitated and want to wiggle out of here. Sorry, Moon, sorry. Alright, let's think about this. I think that absolutely she would tell her sons to run for it. Please be able to run, little guys. Let's see. And we'll send Trico back this way. Meanwhile, I think Moon will throw herself for sure between her son and this Barina, and I think she's gonna gather these acorns and like angrily shake the tree to try to like drop nuts on top of the no good Barina's head. Can we drop a coconut on his head? Because that would be really cool if you could drop a coconut on a killer Barina's head. Meanwhile, speaking of trees, Almond is going to continue to make herself comfortable here. She's ready to fall back whenever she needs to, but for now she's determined to gather up what she can. And meanwhile, Haril, having just run into the Barina, would get a sharp yell from his mother, Mano, to go ahead and head north. So he's going to go up this direction, into the grasses actually, because that will provide him with a spot of camouflage. Meanwhile, with the war going on around them and doing her best to coordinate all of her tribe and keep them safe, Mano is going to go and reach down. Whoops! Wow! Believe it or not, I did not mean to do that so quickly. I was going to say reach down and thank Ducky for the dedication that he has shown in trying to keep everyone safe. And then she just went and like immediately got pregnant. And it's going to be a little while. She's going to rebuild that nest. It'll be a little while before she gives birth again. But I think that she's determined to stand here as long as she can. So we'll send Ducky out to try to clear some of this area. All right. An interesting situation indeed. Will Moon be able to defend her child? She's throwing all of these nuts as fast as she can at this angry Barina. Is it going to be enough? Moon! Moon! She literally has 1 day left to live. Her son is going to try to like lick her wounds and then run into the water because his mom's gonna push him there. Can Moon even like get up here in time? She can't even get up here in time. So all she can do is crawl up and try to tell her family like how dangerous things are here and to run. So Haril is going to be tossed forward, like shoved by his distant auntie, to go over to where Sunny, I'm gonna have her clear some of these things away so it's easier to get around, and Riri are continuing to try to explore through the grasses to find anywhere and anything that they may save them. Lynx is going to crawl through the grass weakened and exhausted, but eating that medical herb in order to try to stay alive. Meanwhile, oh hey Nuta! I think he's one of ours. Do we have a Nuta in the family? You're new. Nuta, huh? I think when we release them, one of the things that I wish didn't happen is that they get removed from the family tree. I think it'd be really cool if it kept more generations, and also if you were able to have like a different grayed out icon to represent different nichelings who were just banished from the area. But I don't remember. Nuta, are you related to us? Can't remember at the moment. We'll deal with that in a minute. Meanwhile, this killer Barina is still coming for us. So Talur is going to continue to drag his daughter Ivy deeper into the woods to hopefully be able to find a safe place for them to be. All right. Meanwhile, Ivy is nearsighted, which I didn't realize. That could present a bit of a problem. Fox is going to do a spot of hunting, and then resume his outpost where he's going to keep an eye on everything. Ducky, I'm going to send over here. I think he would be quite upset about Moon's fate and trying to fight back the grasses so that they can see the rustling of the killer Barina as he comes over. And poor little Trico, I think, would actually be really upset about like the lack of his family. Gosh, what can I have little Trico do? And he's going to come up for comfort and be sent forth with the others towards this other direction where they're hoping maybe they can send the children away at least to be able to find some sense of safety. Mono is going to be pregnant for 2 more days. I think that she and Almond are going to be very, almost aggressively bickering with each other to try to figure out what to do. And I think that Almond is going to insist that perhaps it is best if Mono goes and she progresses towards the escape area, but I think Mono would override her and say that it is safer to stay where she can see so many things and try to coordinate with the rest of the tribe. So Mono will stay where she's at. Oh, Moon! Moon died and one of her twins, little Ash, is actually being chased down. Oh, he's got short-sighted eyes. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna go for him. Oh, keep going, little Ash. Oh, Moon tried her best to be able to defend him, and there's literally nothing we can do other than try to prepare for this Barina to show up. Oh, I meant to like clear away the grass there. Moon has died. Moon has fallen. Trico, your brother is in dire straits, and I think he'd be frantic and terrified for his brother, but they would probably grab him. I mean, he is resistant to poison, distasteful appearance. He is poisonous. You know what? I think Trico would defy all of them. And even though he shouldn't, I think that he would actually make a run for it. And he would actually fight his way through the grasses if he can and try to go help his brother. He would rather take the hit. He would rather be the one to be bitten because he has a toxic body than to allow his brother this dire fate. All right, let's shake this tree. I think Almond would absolutely be arguing with her tribe leader that Mono, now heavily pregnant and only a day away from giving birth, should leave. However, she is going to be overridden yet again because Mono feels she knows best for the tribe. Riri is going to cautiously move forward as much as he can. Aha! And we have a whole bunch of new things that we have just smelled, including a ton of roots that Sunny is going to start uncovering. And little Haril is going to help out with all of this too, under the command of Sunny. Meanwhile, Lynx the Second can clear away a bunch of this. It is kind of a catch-22, because the more we clear away, the more we'll be able to do here. Since now we can see so much, we can hunt so much, but that's only useful when the tribe is large. And as the tribe shrinks, that becomes a lot trickier to work with. Meanwhile, Talur is still over here. He is pretty... If we can just get a little bit more food for him, we should be able to have... or a healing root at least for him, we should be able to have him live a lot longer. But speaking of food, there is a ton of roots over here. What is this? I've never seen so many roots in one place. Heck. Alright, we're gonna have his daughter. Yeah, she does get 4 roots every dig. This is amazing. They're just finding like this epiphany of roots. I can't believe that. That's really cool. Alright, so everyone has done something now. Oh, little Ash. Oh no! Oh no, and now there's a normal Barina right over here too? Oh, this is just such... Oh, heckin'... Oh my gosh. Little Ash, little Ash. Run, run, run! Oh, little guy, I hope he can survive. I definitely think his brother, who now suddenly has a normal Barina up in front of him, and is yelling it for his own safety. There we go. A few... Oh my gosh. What do we have here? Okay. I do think that we may have just discovered one of the most amazing nichelings ever. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to name him Pierre. After one of the names that Beefy, you have come up with. I know you are an extremely, like you're always following along with all of our niche adventures. Pierre is a perfect name for him. I think he is one of my favorite nichelings ever. I don't even know what we're going to do with him. The only way he can feed himself is with his digging paw. But heck if he is ever amazing, and I wonder if Mono would take him as a sign that maybe we can actually survive and stay here another day. Oh my gosh. Alright, well his birth definitely has made things a little bit more interesting. We definitely have a interesting situation with another Barina sneaking up on us. But we're going to have to go ahead and see where the adventures of our nichelings will take us next time. So if you guys could, do please consider subscribing to join in on all of these adventures. Everybody is definitely keeping us on our toes as usual, and I'm kind of majorly in love with Pierre, like to the max. Oh my gosh, he's one of the most amazing nichelings we've ever had born, and I can't wait to see what his future will be. So, if you'd like to join us, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.